This is one of my favorite lessons, dividing fractions. We have to start by knowing what a reciprocal is. A reciprocal, all it is just a fraction flipped over. So if I have 1/3, the reciprocal of this would be 3 over 1. And we also know 3 over 1 would just be the number 3. Now if you notice, if I was to multiply 1 over 3 times 3 over 1, I would get 1 times 3 is 3 and 3 times 1 is 3. I'll do that out actually up here so we can see that. 1 over 3 times 3 over 1, we should get 3 over 3, and we know 3 over 3 equals 1 whole. So you'll get 1. Anytime you multiply a reciprocal, you're going to get 1. So 1/3 times 3 over 1, we get 1. The reciprocal of 4/7 would be 7/4. And again, we would get 1 whole if you were to multiply these. It would be 28 over 28, which is 1 whole. The reciprocal of 9/2 is 2/9. This is the one that's a little bit trickier. What you have to do first is figure out what this number is as an improper fraction. So 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3 is 27. So we have 27/4. And the wolf is just to say that the reciprocal is 27/4, but it's not. Now that we've got this as an improper fraction, let's flip it. We get it to be 4/27. That's a reciprocal. So we know what a reciprocal is now. So what about if I had to divide fractions? The process is pretty simple. If I had something like 1/2, let's say we had half of a candy bar, and then all of a sudden 4 of your friends come up and they want some of that candy bar, and you got to figure out, well, how big are the pieces going to be compared to the original candy bar? We divide 1/2 by 4. So the process is simple. We got to do keep, change, reciprocal. Keep, change, reciprocal. Keep, change, reciprocal. Keep, change, reciprocal. All right. So 1/2 is what we're going to keep. That stays the same. We change the division sign to a times sign. So there's our keep, 1/2, change division to multiplication, and reciprocal. Remember, 4 as a fraction is written as 4 over 1. So the reciprocal of 4 over 1 is 1 over 4. So when I do this out, it's 1/8. And that makes sense. If we had half of a candy bar and then we divide it into 4 pieces, the original candy bar in terms of the size of the piece now is 1/8. So just to look at a couple more examples of this, if I had 2 improper fractions, I'd first make these, 2 mixed fractions, I'd make them improper. So this will be 19/6, 3 1/6, and this one will be 5/4. And then once I do this, we do keep, change, reciprocal. So keep the 19/6, keep that first fraction the same. Change division to multiplication. And then we're going to flip 5/4, or take the reciprocal. So we get 4/5. And I'm going to cross reduce this just to make life a little bit simpler. That'll be 2. This will turn into 3. 19 times 2 is 38. 3 times 5 is 15. You can leave it as improper, but I think it's best to write a mixed number. So we're going to make this 2 and 8/15. 15 goes into 38 2 whole times. There's 8 left over. And since our denominator was 15, it's going to stay 15. 1/3 divided by 5. Again, keep 1/3. Change division to multiplication. And we're going to flip 5. Since 5 was 5 over 1, we're going to make it 1 over 5. And we should end up with 1/15.